Okay, I'm back once again with another video this time. How you doing there, YouTube? It's actually been a minute. I'm actually recording this on a Monday. I know it's a bit strange that I usually am supposed to record this on a Sunday, but I took the entire day off Sunday just to recoup and get my thoughts back into place. So Saturday I went to another competition with the band, and let me just tell you, it was both good and bad in the same way. We'll just start from the very beginning, but before this video actually gets started, I wanted to say that this has been a very, very busy week, and even this upcoming week is going to be even more busier. So if you see less streams of me or less videos from me, you can see why here once I tell you about the rest of this month and for the rest of the first couple weeks of August. So let me tell you about this story. Actually, we had a 9 a.m. rehearsal, and 9 a.m. rehearsals are something. I always show there early, and especially with some other people as well. They show up early as well, and I talk with them for a good while until our band director shows up. So it's actually a pretty fun time. I worked my tail off, and I hate to make this all about me, but I'm going to make this first part about me. We worked from 9 to 12, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then we just said, we worked as hard as we can. Let's give them a show. Let's give them a show that they need to see. Okay, so that's essentially what we did. We gave them the show, and yeah, and we were just very prepared. We were anxious. We were excited. We were nervous. We were, every emotion that you could feel. I'll probably show some vlog footage of it from and all the other stuff that I have, and yeah. But let's keep it going, shall we? After that 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. rehearsal, we started packing up the U-Haul to leave for the high school that we were going to. Tell you something, packing up a U-Haul in a van is something, and I always say, this. I will always say this. God, I can't speak. Oh my God! I will always say this. It will always be interesting. You really get to either show how to pack stuff, or you learn how to pack stuff very quickly. It ain't I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. They will teach you on the spot. And they will still keep moving at a record pace. It's interesting. It's not the same as last time though. We had a big bus and all that stuff. It wasn't like last time. We actually had 3 minibuses. It was 3 minibuses, and I like to say unfortunately, but it was funny. My dad actually drove one of the minibuses, so it was very fun to see that. We got at the high school, and we went to go use the bathroom and all that stuff, and get changed into our uniforms and warmed up a little bit and all that stuff. I even posted a story on my Instagram, so if you haven't seen it yet, I doubt you'll be able to see it, but you can go into my profile and you can click on pics for self and all that stuff. You can see there, it's all the way at the end. So sorry. After we got into a uniform, after we got done warming up, we went to go perform. We went to we started walking that way to perform. We got there and we had a little bit of an issue, but it wasn't too big. It was just a big traffic jam, really. And just trying to get everything all set and all that. But on to the performance necessarily. The performance of the band was spot on. It was amazing. It just shows you how hard people work to for this activity, and they put in the work. They putting in the work, you know what I mean? They put in a ton of work, and it's interesting to see that. With me, the performance, I've heard many people talk to me about my performance, and most of it's good, but the only bad part about it was me talking bad about it, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm hard on myself, I am. And I think that's where my mentality of working hard comes from. Performance personally, I feel I could have done better and not let my, I guess, mind get to me, because I think that's what happened. I let my mind get to me, and I feel I was talking too much, and I didn't let my brain actually settle in and say, hey, you're doing a performance. Last competition, I had time to actually prepare for it, because I'm not saying I didn't prepare for it, but it's just I also feel I could have done something mentally, and I didn't. I think I was too focused on having too much fun with it, and not actually focused on the competition itself until I got on the field. And I think that's like one of the things I messed up on, and I think that's another thing I'm gonna have to start doing these next few competitions. With that being said, I let my mind get to me, and I messed up a lot. Maybe people say like, oh, it wasn't even noticeable, and they're right. It wasn't noticeable, but it was very noticeable to me, and I think that's one of the things that messed me up as well. It's like I noticed it, and that was the problem. I was just very surprised by it, and I was mad at myself by it. But the first part of the music, I kind of did. I did good. Okay, I'll give you that. I did good on the first part. The second part of the music, I hit a few wrong notes, and it was just like a little like just. Like, once you put your mouths up, you just kind of, like, let your hands go, and it just kind of hits the keys by accident. And we've actually been working on that ourselves lately. And apparently I don't know how to do it. So that was one of the things that messed me up. Another thing was my snare drum harness wasn't hooked in. So when I got on there, it was sideways. I'm like, no! You have to be kidding me. Oh, another thing is that I was, like, I have a synth pad, right? It's like a square that's like full of like pads and stuff, and pushes out like weird sounds and all that stuff. The volume on it wasn't really loud, so many people can barely hear it, so yeah, it was something of that. Snare drum was sideways, and once I found like a point to stop playing, like I didn't stop playing, but it's just like when we had a hold, I fixed it and I had to go. So what I did was I basically started counting. Because I always say, like, you know, the duts and all that stuff. So once I stopped playing, I was like, dut, dut, dut. And it started playing again. Like, that is so perfectly timed and it's so good I know my music as well. So it just kind of shows, like, anything could happen in the competition, and you just had to be very, very prepared for it. And with this, I was kind of prepared for it, but not a whole lot necessarily. It is what it is. It's in the past, and I just gotta work on mental mind stuff, you know, because I think I let it get to my head a little too much, and I think I could have had more fun with it, and I do kind of regret not having that much fun. To be fair, I had fun, but I feel like when we were eating and all that stuff, when people were taking pictures and all that, I just wasn't in the mood to do that stuff, and I probably should have been. Because another thing you gotta also work on, especially if you are like a higher up of all the kids, is that you can't let your emotions get to you. You can't let your emotions get to you, because if you do, it reflects badly on you, and it makes the younger people think like he's letting his emotions get to you. And like, I don't think they realize that, but it's just like, I don't know. It just messes with me a lot. So it's just one of those learning processes, and you just gotta move on and fix it. That's what I'm gonna be doing later this week. So, but yeah, I'll show some vlog footage, and I do have a Facebook video of us singing on the bus like a lot, and we went like that until like we were like almost home, and then we stopped, and we were just like, okay, we're done. So I mean, other than that, we just had a good old time like a band, and we just had a good time necessarily. That's what you have to do with some competitions, because if you don't have fun, well, then what are you doing there? I mean, like, necessarily, you have to have fun. Like, you don't always have to be serious about certain stuff. Like, yeah, you can be serious on competitions and stuff, because obviously it's competitions. But after you're done performing, it's back to fun. It's back to, you know, joking around, and you know, it's just like one of those things. And I think that's a learning process for me. So, yeah, that is another competition down in the books. And if I don't have a lot of vlog footage, I do apologize, but I couldn't record again. It's the phone process. It's not me. I plan on like making more room for vlogs and all that stuff, and to get like videos for you guys. I do have some photos, and if I can get that story off Instagram, I will put it on here as well so that you guys can see it. If not, you can go to my Instagram, and I'll just show like the process of it and all that stuff. So, yeah. With that being said, guys, always have fun. Don't take stuff very seriously, because like if you do, you're just not gonna have fun, and like many people around you ain't just gonna have fun. So, you know, enjoy it while you can, because like before you know it, it's gonna be over, and you wish you would have had fun. Trust me, I would know. Thank you guys so much for listening to this story. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We have 2 competitions, so we will have more footage for you guys later this week. Not this week. Next week. Sorry. And then State Fair is in 2 weeks. Technically next week. Yeah, technically next week. Ain't that something? I'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, like, just share it around. Really, just share it around. And yeah, have a great rest of the day. See you guys. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. Easy come, easy go.